So this is what we're going to do tonight. This is about compliance. Now, compliance is we're talking about Australia. Now, Australia, being its own country, has its own guidelines, and we are separate to others in the global, and whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, we are one of the strictest. So those of you that aren't in Australia, that are working as a distributor, this benefits you, because if you follow these guidelines, you are safe. And our ultimate goal is to be safe. So Dean and I are personally trained in compliance. So please, if we do say something you're unsure, we can't guarantee all the answers, but we're certainly going to relay what we have been shown and try and help you understand the best way that you can. Now, there's going to be a couple of points that we want you to think about. Now, first of all,
we've got to be accountable for our own actions, for our own posts on social media. Because, you know, it's not only for our own business, but it's for LifeVantage in general. You know, we don't want to disrupt our businesses because it's really going to be hurtful for everyone in the long run. So be accountable for your own actions with social media, and just be compliant the best that you can in ways, but also reach out to compliance, reach out to us, or reach out to your upline.
And this is it. Like, just think about it. If you're Pro 3 and above, right? Even Pro 2, when you start getting a team and you're not understanding compliance, we talk about duplication. And when new members join our businesses, they start looking at people that have been in the business longer. They start looking at their upline and cross lines. And if you're sitting there at a Pro 3, 4, 5, whatever rank you are and above, and unsure, this is where it becomes your responsibility to try and find out. Because you do a post that's not compliant, your team follows, that domino effect, it can be quite detrimental. And I know that even when Dean and I hop on Facebook, and we don't mean to, but some things stand out. And the last thing that we want to do is feel like we're slapping people on the hand to say they've done something wrong when we're not. Yeah. We're trying to help you, help us, help everyone, so we can get under the radar. Team Ignite, to be the team that's not on the radar with compliance, yes, because we get it. And tonight, at the end of this, we're going to give you 3 simple steps before you post anything, and if you get those ticks, you are safe and ready to roll. The other thing we want to make really clear, that compliance is our friend.
Yes.
In LifeVantage. We have them as friends on Facebook. I message them. They want to work with us, and they are certainly on our side, so we comply within Australia's regulations. So let's all look at this as a really positive aspect of building our business that we choose to online on social media. Remember, anything that we're talking about, we can take offline, and that doesn't apply, though compliance is, but it's up to your discretion what you do offline. But we're talking about building on social media across all platforms, all right?
That's exactly right. And another thing Sam just said, like, it's Australians' regulations. It's the way that we do things in Australia. It's so much more stricter than America and some other countries. But with American studies that we have as well, all those studies are done in America. So all the universities that done all this, that we have studies from, they're all compliant in America. So when we have, when we have our upline or anyone across line that share a post that has something to do with associating with oxidative stress, 40%, 30 days, that's an American study. So we cannot share on social media in Australia.
And I'll tell you why, because this is what Dean explained to me when he spoke about this. The penny really dropped. We have some magnificent science-based proof and claims that have been performed in the US, but they're not recognised in Australia. So it doesn't take away their validation, because again, we can take it offline, but we can't claim anything that the US have done in the US that hasn't been approved by Australia. So if you think all the science and PubMed, it's all recognised in the US, not in Australia. Australia does not recognise it. And this is where the major confusion is with what we can and can't post in Australia. Now, there will be questions popping up because of how Dean and I talk, we can't really go and focus on it. So if Janelle or Gillian or any of the other leaders know the answers and want to deal with it there and then, please go ahead. Otherwise, once we finish this training, we'll stop recording and we will try and help you as best we can.
All right.
So, telling your story, your product story, what you can and can't say about the products and why. Now, we're going to go, remember, part of distributor training is that distributors cannot do personal testimonies on their Facebook whatsoever or social media. So, what you can say about the products is general health and well-being claims. This is what you can say. Our products help you maintain an existing healthy state. You can say you feel younger. You can say, I feel happy and energetic and I've never felt better. So focus on these words, and when we go through it, you're going to hear what you can't, but I invite all of you to focus on what you can and be positive about it, because it really is simpler than we make in our heads.
Makes it easier, and then easier to duplicate as well. So what you can say about the products, there's information on the structure function claims. Like, just go and click, or not click this, but go onto that website there, and then you can be able to understand what their advising coding guidance is.
Now that link, if you haven't, you're not aware of it and you want it, we can also post that link on with the recording into the page.
So we sell therapeutic goods, not prescription medications. So we cannot claim that any LifeVantage products can be used to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or health-related conditions in humans or animals. So do not ever say that LifeVantage helps me with cancer,
any disease
or
condition.
anything.
Again, understanding that this is coming from the state that Australians don't recognise the studies and claims that are being done in the US. That is it.
Yes.
The old one out.
So someone, if we can mute, that would be amazing. So what you can't say about the products, you can sort of read through that list. Now, Dean's just trying to set the screen so I can read it.
Sorry.
So persons making testimonials cannot have any involvement in the production, sales, supply, or marketing of goods, right? So this is where we can't do our personal product claims. Testimonials must be typical of results expected, no dramatic before and after weight loss photos. We see a lot of that. We've got to get away from that, okay? If we want to get under the radar moving forward. So testimonials must disclose if valuable consideration has been or will be given to the person providing the testimonial. So you can see what's going on here. We just want to stay away from any personal testimonials or claims. You're going to be noticed. There are warnings being sent out for this. We want to be safe, and this is where we're coming from.
That's right. So here's a little quiz for us all. So see what you guys can get for these answers.
Yeah, you don't have to answer again in the, this is for you to think.
Yes.
Think when you think when you see it.
So when you read this, I can claim that Protandim helped me with my diabetes because it is it's personal and true. So feel what you feel is right for that one.
And we will show you the answer. This is like,
so yeah, so
is this true or false? Next thing.
Okay.
False. You cannot claim that our products treat a disease in any way. Remember, this is the key. We cannot claim. I love that word to stay away from. Treat a disease in any way, even if it's personal and true.
Yes, that's right. So here's another one for us all. I can claim that I feel better when I take my LifeVantage products.
Can we say that?
I can feel better. I do feel better. I feel amazing.
Yeah, I feel younger. I'm activated.
You are. So yes, we can. You can claim of well-being about using our products.
Love that one. You can be the well-being. You feel younger. You feel more alive. You know, use the things that we can say.
That's right. Here we go. So I'm just
He's doing two things at once. True or false? I can claim that Protandim helps reduce free radical damage to body cells. How do you feel about that? You got to just leave that topic. True. You can claim that our products help reduce free
radicals.
So write that down and incorporate it. You are safe. Tick.
True or false? I can claim that LifeVantage helps me with my, again,
blank disease.
Yep.
Well,
we should all know that one.
False. Disease claims are not permitted. That red almost gives me heart palpitations. So telling you, so you can sort of getting the feel, and if you're understanding where we're coming from and the reasons why, it might give you a more sound feeling of getting, and you can reflect on the posting that you have been doing. Okay, so now we're going to just talk briefly about telling your opportunity story and what you can and can't say.
Sorry, I just want to mute whoever's, I can hear noises going on.
Dean, we can't read it.
I know that.
Leave it off. What you can say about, this is so hard because he's like trying to do the screens and all sorts.
If you're not muted, please mute. I can't mute you. What you can say about LifeVantage opportunity: all claims must be truthful and accurate. Statements about earnings and incomes must be truthful, accurate, and presented in a manner that is not false, deceptive, or misleading.
Now, we understand there can be a few grey areas with this, and we want to make it a bit clearer for you. If you want to be safe, just don't use it. that's just simple. But we'll go through it. So what you can't say about your opportunity, and this is when we got warning, this is like, LifeVantage distributors cannot make claims specific or implied that are false or misleading, including income guarantees. LifeVantage distributors cannot state or imply that the opportunity is a financial investment, i.e. security. You can tell people they need to invest time and effort, and we do see posts out there and that do utilize that investing time and effort. That is so fine.
That is.
So what you cannot say about the opportunity, again, now these things you will see like on social media. People post them, whether they're in LifeVantage or another network marketing company. But for us, just stay clear from these wordings. Fire your boss, stay at home mum.
Yes.
Well, it's mom. But I think we say mum in Australia, but mom is okay. Oh, the UK blood's coming out. Ground floor opportunity. Now we need to stay away, replace your income, quit school, invest 1,000. Well, we don't sort of say that, but we can't anyway. You'll be on your way to easy money. I guarantee you succeed if you follow my plan. Now, we've seen that. We've got to stay clear of all that. It is easy and simple to make money. No. Well, it could be. It's, attraction marketing where you're at.
So what you cannot show about your opportunity: do not promise Lamborghinis and bikinis.
Well, I don't wear bikinis, so it's not on my radar, but I certainly wouldn't mind that boat on the bottom left. But obviously...
It's a yacht, love.
Oh, it's a yacht. It's like me saying, okay, but you get it, okay? So let's do a quick quiz.
So another one. We love these. True or false? I can show a new prospect a photo of my new BMW as long as I don't talk about a certain amount of money.
Now, this is a good one. When I first saw this, I went, there was a bit of food for thought there. Not that I had a BMW, but thinking about maybe that might be on the cards.
Yes, that's right. Well, your son does have a BMW.
Oh, yes, my son. Okay.
So that's false. You can't take lifestyle photos. It can be just influential as making a claim about earning a certain amount of money.
So they're doing disassociated claims. Can you see what's happening here? You are showing a lifestyle photo of something, say like a Lamborghini, and putting that association with being a part of the business, and they want to stay clear of that.
That's right. So true or false again, I can talk about how much a person can reasonably make through hard work and effort. So through hard work and effort? Yeah.
Do you think it's okay?
I don't know.
You do know. It's true. I can talk reasonable life vantage earnings through hard work and effort.
That's right.
But again, if you are unsure, just don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to. True or false? Fire your boss, stay at home mum, financial freedom, residual or passive income. That's another one you see out there.
Yes.
Are phrases that should be avoided when describing the Life Vantage income opportunity. Okay?
Yes.
Have a think about that. Because we're going to... True. These phrases are common search phrases used by regulatory agencies. Oh my God, I got so excited I did stuff it up, but then I should have just kept talking, to find inappropriate or exaggerated income claims. They are considered as misleading because they oversimplify the earning opportunity.
Right.
And that's the key word, they oversimplify. So this is where Dean and I come in and how we want to help you, right? When we do a post for ourselves, now we've done social media training for you guys before. We have saved it, and if you want to see how we build, and we're not associated on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or any of the others, we can share that with you. So tonight isn't about going through how we build safely, though this is what we claim to do. But when we do post, these 3 points are what we look at. And then if someone in Life Vantage or our team have done a post, we go to these things. We look at no disease associations, right? No disease associations. And this is what we do to keep safe. Just remember that. This is a safe way to build.
That's right.
No claims.
No claims at all for money and product. You just got to no claims with anything to do with that, with your money or the product.
Just be safe. And the safe way is not to mention any of our product names and showing, which, look, we're all pretty good at that, you know, and across the board around the globe, we are pretty good at that. So the other thing is, like, I will say to my team, if I'm unsure, because again, I'm not guaranteed to know everything like Dean is,
yep.
But alarm bells come out a lot, right? Because people are still trying to grasp, and I often ask for people's headspace of where they're at with compliance to try and show them the way, because again, we're not here to say stop and tell you off because you're doing something so bad. We're here to try and educate and help. So when Carrie or any of your other leaders come to you and say, hey, is this compliant? My best advice, if you aren't sure after those 3 points, is go to compliance, and the email address is there. They may take a couple of days. They are busy, but your post is worth the wait. Don't get caught up and go, I need to post it because it's so bloody amazing and compliance not getting back to me. My team won't help. Just breathe. Yes. Breathe. And also understand that if you see a post, don't just duplicate it. They may be a US distributor, they may be in another country, full stop, even if it's your upline, even if it was Dean and I, and well, actually you probably can do with Dean now because we're more safe than not, because we don't want to touch on the grey areas whatsoever.
That's right.
And I just want to be under the radar. It's just the thought of a warning letter or anything else, I think I would crumble. So this is where we come from, right? And we want to help as many people in our team and all you guys to see it what we see. And don't be shy to go to compliance. Don't be shy to get an amazing idea and go, is this okay? Am I not seeing something because I can't grasp it? Yep. Because ultimately, and this is what we want to get across, is that it's your business and your accountability. But having your business, it does come with responsibilities. And that responsibility is learning it so your team can duplicate what you're doing in a safe environment for us all. And that is the exciting part. It is our business, but we're all here getting affected by our beautiful posts and being distributors in Life Vantage. Hey, Dean.
That's right. So again, these slides and this information is in your back office. There's a YouTube as well with compliance video that you can watch. So, you know, just get familiar with what you can and cannot say. You know, and we're always here for you. We're Team Ignite. We want to be the team that's under the radar. We don't want to be getting compliance in our skin. So please.
And we don't want to be the one that's gone, oh no, our team's got a warning letter, and then they're not allowed to distribute anymore. And this is what we want to avoid for every single person. So just to wrap it up, those 3 points. Look at that, look at your posts, and then you'll be safe.
That's right.
Pretty much. So we're going to stop the recording there, and then we'll get everyone, if there's a bit of interaction. I can see there's messages, questions coming up. Yep, we can stop the recording.
Okay, thank you for that.
And is there anything that people want to share or ask or comments?